We're trying something new. Let me scooch that over just a little so you don't have to see my microphone. It says it's waiting. It says that I'm live on mine. If you're here, go ahead and say something. Darren, type something so I can see if it pops up on my screen. Sorry, we're just kind of playing with it for a minute. Thank you, Darren. Okay. All right. Well, let's try this again. Okay, so at the same time, this is the night I usually do my lives, but it's also a special night because the Create Your Own Ending unboxing is going on at the same time. So there was a conflict on Facebook. So, you know, I was talking to Christopher and we just decided to switch over to BrutusMonroe. So I will probably go live from YouTube from now on, from the BrutusMonroe channel. So watch for that, and I'll make sure that I specify that as well when I post. All right, let's get started. I'm going to go ahead and switch the camera view. So bear with me for just 1 second. It might take me a second to get things all going the correct direction, but we will get all acquainted with how this works. So I know I need to switch. Oh, thanks for coming over from the unboxing, Robin. Hi, Candy. Okay, so I have to switch my camera view. I just want to make sure you're not looking at my ceiling.
Yeah, look at your ceiling.
We are?
Yeah.
Still?
Still.
Hey.
I might be delayed, but...
No, you're not. Hang on, guys. Okay. So, is it backwards, though?
You're upside down.
All right. Let's try this.
Just spin the phone.
Yep, that's what I'm doing. Sorry about the little twirly-whirly we just did there. Okay. Now we can officially get going on this. I am excited to share this with you. What, honey?
You're just a little bit crooked.
Well, how about that? Is that better?
There you go.
Okay. As we were starting the live, we were talking about the Strawberry Social Inspiration box. I'm just going to kind of start fresh. So this is the August inspiration box, Strawberry Social. And we are going to look at, very first, the stamps and the dies that are included in this amazing kit. And I love our new boxes. I think it's great. It holds the product in there nice and snug. And I think that this will be a really great fit. Okay, so these are the stamps. We've got all of these really cute stamps. I am loving this little bowl down here. I can't wait to color this one up. I haven't done that one yet, but trust me, it will happen probably very soon. As you can see, you can kind of tell if you look which ones that we're using today. But you've got this fun builder one that you can do like a chocolate dipped strawberry. You could do whipped cream on it. You can just customize it however you want. It's got these cute little vines. I'm just loving this, and I love the sayings. I think they're really cute. So this is the stamp set, and these are the dies. So you've got 25 stamps to choose from, and you've got 21 dies. And these fit really well. I love our dies.
It's so hard to choose.
To choose which stamps to use, Robin? Because if that's what you're talking about, I'm right there with you. They all just make my mouth water.
You also said you're on the big screen.
Oh dear. Oh, Robin, I'm on your big screen. All right, I'll keep the camera going this way so I don't scare you. Okay, so let's look at the rest of what is in our box. We have got, I keep squeaking the box across the glass. I'm so sorry. Okay, so these are the card panels. You get 4 different designs, 2 of each, and these are really fun. I'm really loving foiling. I am one that has kind of been hesitant because I was a little intimidated by it. I've tried it a few times, but it still makes my heart beat just a little bit because I'm nervous, but it's so simple. We just did a big ThermoWeb collaboration, the Magical Monarch set, and I had so much fun with that I'm like, what was I afraid of? Now I'm wanting to foil everything. So this is the selection. You've got the negative, the black and the white of the cute strawberry pattern. And imagine that with like some red foil on it.
Donna's also putting you on the big screen.
Woohoo! I'm on the big screen. And you've got all of these. I think this one's really fun. This would be fun to foil in green and then do something really fun with the strawberries. But all really fun, really cool. And now that I'm a little more comfortable with foiling, I'm like, I'm going to be using my card panels even more. I liked them already, but now I'm like, oh dear, I'm in trouble. Okay, so let's look at the conversation clippings.
Robin says foiling is so fun.
Foiling is really fun, Robin, and you can make beautiful cards in minutes. They're just, you can get a lot of wow for just a short amount of time, which is kind of nice sometimes. Okay, so you've got...
Brandon says hi.
Hi, Brandon. Long time no hear, huh? Okay, so we've got all of these really cute sayings. And then you've got them in white and you've got them in black. And again, because they are printed with toner, you can use these with the foil. So if you are on a foiling kick too, that just gives you more to work with. Okay, so let's talk about the pattern paper. Oh my gosh. If you have received your inspiration box, then you may have noticed that this thing has bulked up. Not only are there more sheets in here, but look, they're double-sided. All the choices. That's the only painful part is which one. But you do have a couple to choose from of each pattern, so you can use it. If you don't use it like this one, maybe I want the red polka dots. Like maybe today we're going to use this piece. But then I still will have another piece that I can use later. So, yay! Okay. We also, in the box, you know how I love the ribbon. And isn't that a cute selection? Yeah, Donna, isn't that cute paper? And you know me and polka dots. I am such a sucker for polka dots. I'm just like, I'm dying over that paper. It will be well loved. And then polka dots on the ribbon as well. So, and look at these cute stripes. Love these. So you've got cute ribbon. You've got an assortment of sequins. You've got kind of a red and a green, and this blue is really subtle. It's hard to see because it kind of blends in with the green, but it's got an iridescence to it. It's really pretty. It's a really pretty mix. And then one of my favorite things, which may surprise you, is the card bases. Hi, Gina. I love this box too. These card bases are my favorite. I love them. They are this nice, heavy cardstock, and they're already cut, they're already scored, and they just make everything that much easier. It doesn't matter for me if I have a scoring board, or a cutter. I really do struggle to get things exactly straight, so I appreciate that there are card bases already made because I don't have to worry about it. Yes, all of these strawberries. They're all just scrumptious looking, huh? And then you always get a piece of beautiful glitter stock in the inspiration box. And this month it happens to be this beautiful blue, which I will probably hoard to every last square inch of that. And then you've got your layering cardstock selection. And you can see this will look, these will work really well with the paper pad. So everything is nicely coordinated. And I do want to show you some of the subscription items that are not in the box. So we have, this is the stamp of the month. It also has a coordinating die. If you want to sign up for the Stamp Club Plus, you get both. And I think it's 10. If I'm wrong, I apologize. But how cute is that? I have to tell you, I've already made a card with this. It will post on Friday, but I'll give you a little preview. I think it'll be okay if I do.
The die set?
I don't have the die set yet. The die of the month?
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't have it. It will probably ship in the next couple of days. This is the Just For You that's the step right here. And look how fun. And I used some marshmallow puff for the embossing and an embossing pen and just kind of made it look like whipped cream. And then the flowers are actually from the Fabulous Florals. You know how I love that set. And then if you look real close in the background, I've embossed some of the...
Don's asked for the Don's Inspiration Kit.
Okay, one sec. The Strawberry Social, or excuse me, Strawberry Seeds Stencil. I used that with embossing powder and aqua pigment to do the background. So just a lot of fun. The stamps, there's 25 stamps and there's 21 dies that come in the inspiration box. But there is also a die set that I do not have yet. It is the die set of the month. I can guarantee that I will feature it in a live. So hold tight for that. But there is the Strawberry Seed Stencil and there is also the basket, the Berry Basket Stencil. And if I remember correctly, I think Berry Basket is the stencil of the month. So if you have subscribed to the Stencil of the Month Club, then this is the stencil that you will receive. And then this strawberry one, I'm telling you, I have a project planned for this. I can hardly wait to share with you. So I feel like there's not as many lives as I have ideas this month. Do you know what I'm saying? I felt like that a few times, but this month I'm really feeling it. Hi, Michelle. Okay, so let's get playing. So we're going to use our Strawberry Social stamps and dies. And then I have quite a few dies because I told you these stamps make me hungry. They're delicious looking. They're just scrumptious. And so I wanted to share a recipe with you guys. That may be kind of a weird project, but I hope you like it. I think it'll be a fun one. So there is a recipe. I know there's a lot of heat waves going on right now, and this is the one dessert that I just think is really, really just such a refreshing dessert in the summertime. And it's one that's been around a long time. There's many variations of it. You've probably heard of it, but I don't know where it originated, so I just didn't put any kind of a credit on there, but it's called Strawberry Delight. And so I just printed off the recipe so that I can use this part on the front and this part on the back of our seashell tag. Now, our Seashell Pocket Die Set, I think that's what it's called. I might have massacred the title there for a second, is so cute for anything sea themed, but it doesn't have to be sea themed. I'm not using the shell part, so it just looks like a cute scallop, right? Well, I thought it'd be fun to send a card to a friend of mine, and I wanted to share this recipe. So I thought, well, how can I do that and just kind of send it in the mail? So I thought I would make a 6x6 card that has a recipe on it. So I've got my 6x6 pre-scored, pre-cut card base. Isn't this a fun one? I hope that you guys like this because I am thinking this is going to be a thing for me to do with my friends. I definitely want to send more of these out. So I'm just going to grab some adhesive really quick and we will get going on this. Thank you. So I've just got this cardstock, which if you want to know, this happens to be holly, but it may be out. There is a cardstock clearance going on at BrutusMonroe. They are clearing out a lot of their cardstock colors, a lot of ours, I should say. Darren put a link up also in the chat, so if you follow the link, you'll be able to see everything that I used. But yeah, if you want to get a good deal on cardstock, definitely check out the sale. There are cardstocks that will always be carried still, like the Not Your Mama's, the Perfect Blend. I believe Raven is safe. And they are getting a different kind of cardstock in, so stay tuned.
In a recipe swap group with stamping. She loves making homemade recipe cards.
Oh, Candy, that's so fun. We should do a swap. That would be fun to do a recipe card swap. I kind of liked that you could do this in a 6x6, or you could take out the card and put it in a smaller box if you don't want to store that many really big cards. But I like the cards. I think they're fun. And you can buy a 6x6 album and just, you know, it's a fun thing to do with your friends.
She's down for the swap.
All right, that sounds good. We'll have to arrange that. Okay. So, we've got our mat, and now we can just put, here's that red paper I told you we were going to use. We'll go ahead and stick that on there. And I'm just using the Easy Tear Tape. It's just nice and quick and easy.
Donna wants to make a recipe book of all her mom's recipes when she gets them.
Donna, I love that idea. Like I was saying, it's a fun thing. When I think of some of my favorite recipes, for one thing, let's get real. The best recipes are the ones that are tried and true. They don't usually come out of, you know, a cookbook. They usually come out of cookbooks that are compiled through groups. You know what I'm saying? Like old church ones or old, just different clubs and stuff like that. Those are the ones that we tend to love.
Michelle said 10 pretty colored envelopes for $2. Can't beat that.
Oh, Michelle, you are absolutely right. 10 envelopes for $2. And they have fun shapes too that are not always easy to find. So make sure, like for your slim lines, take advantage. Okay, so we've got our card base. So now I've already cut out our seashell. And in fact, let me show you, just so you know what I'm using. This is the Seashell Pocket Die Set. You've got all your shells. You've got, see, if you want to use this little insert, then you can make it look like a seashell pocket. And then you've got all these little plants and seashells. But we're just using these two so that we can get more use out of our die set. I'm all about that. I love to be able to use things for more than one thing. And I should show you, even though we're not using this, I still wanted to show this to you because it is still available. And this is definitely something you should have in your collection. This is the Family Traditions. You've got your recipe stamp set. And then on this side, I'm trying to look at what's going on. Sorry, I'm distracted by it. Okay, the back had folded up and it was really bothering me.
Candy said it's just in your mom's size tablespoon instead of teaspoon, and you have way too much salt.
Candy, that sounds like something I would do on a recipe. So you've got all of these cute little labels that you can use. You've got your lines to if you need help writing straight like I do. And then there's a die set. So you can cut out recipe cards and you can make a book using these. In fact, just also another little tidbit, there are some SVG files to make really cute Christmas file folders using this die. So I just wanted to do a little shout out for that. Even though we're not using it, I still thought it was worth mentioning. Okay, and then let's just go ahead and let's get our tag done because we really aren't going to do a whole lot to it. We're just going to get our recipe on there. And even though it's a fairly small tag, really, I mean, that's a pretty decent recipe size. And being able to put part of it on the front and part of it on the back, that works out great. You don't really see both sides of the tag anyway, so may as well make use of them, right? All right, so and then we'll just get that on the back. And I'm telling you again, this is the best dessert. So the crust is made out of like pecans. I think it's pecans. Let's look and see. It's chopped nuts. Of course, I'm going to use pecans. And then you've got a little bit of flour in there and a little bit of sugar. There's also some butter. So that's your crust. And then the filling has...
The craft freeze Woody has her on is killing her.
The what?
The craft freeze.
The craft freeze. Oh, Donna, I totally get that. So the filling has egg whites, lemon juice, sugar. You can use the sugar. If you're using frozen berries, it tells you how much to use, or if you're using just fresh berries. And then it's got Cool Whip and 2 cups of fresh or 10 ounces of thawed strawberries.
We'll have the recipe in the description after the live's over.
Oh, you'll do that?
Yeah.
Oh, Darren is so awesome. He is going to actually post the recipe for us. So you can have that recipe. I'm telling you, if you are, it'll be in the description of the video after the live. But yeah, if you are going through a heat wave and you just want something cold and delicious, this is your dessert. Okay, so this bow, let me talk about this. I just started working and forgot to talk about what I'm doing. This bow is from the birthday box die set. Let me just tell you, this is one of my favorite dies that we have. You've got your smaller bow, you've got your bigger bow, you can put them together, you can have a stitched edge, and then you've got this cute little gift card holder that you can use too. And you've got this cute little birthday cake that you can actually use with the bow. You can put the bow kind of in it. But definitely this bow, I'm telling you, I'm so glad we have it. Okay, so I always just use my crease tool, bone folder, whatever you call yours, to just kind of make my paper a little bit curly, just so that it's easier to bend and so that I get more of a bend and less of a crease. And then I'm just going to use my favorite glue, my Barely Art glue. And I'm just going to attach that. And to be honest with you, when I make bows, I have a paper clip, or not a paper clip, but a clothespin handy. Partly because I'm just not patient enough to sit there and hold it, but also because I can do something at the same time, right? So I just let that dry, and this glue dries really fast, so I don't have to do too much with it. So that's how we're gonna do the loops. In fact, I think we're probably ready for the next loop, and then we'll just leave it on there for a minute. But yes, there are some things that it's just good to have in your craft room. Just basic tools. I like having clothespins in here. I like having little skewers, just little barbecue skewer type things, because these work for so many things. I use them for glue dots to get the glue dots on, or sometimes I use them with little beads or to get something out of my die or whatever. They're just, you know, if I lose it, I'm not gonna feel too bad either. Okay, so now we've got this ready to go. Let's glue our pocket. So we're just going to glue those flaps. We're going to turn them going inside. And this is a good glue for stuff like this. You want a good, strong glue when you're doing anything three-dimensional, anything like this. Okay, so now... Thanks, Donna. Isn't it a cute bow? I think that set is so cute. Okay, so let's just add some paper clips there. Oh, I'm trying to get the cord of my light. There we go. Did I call them something else?
Paper clips.
Oh, clothespins. Hopefully you know what I'm saying, because apparently I'm not saying it right. So I went ahead and colored our images ahead of time just for time's sake. So I just used tri-blend markers, and Darren listed all the colors that I used. So if you are interested, and I just did dots for the bottom. I thought it kind of looked like the Nutty Crust. Really, the dessert doesn't look like this either. It looks more like square cake. You know what I'm saying? But I thought it worked for this. And I just think that's a cute stamp. So I just decided I would use creative license there. Okay, so now I think we're ready to go ahead and wrap the center of our bow. So I'm going to glue the side that's got our seam on it. I always start on that side. And this little piece is kind of long, which is good. But I usually start that one on the back. In fact, I'm going to move it down a little bit more, just because I want to make sure that it's going to end where we want it to end. If not, we can always cut it off, but it's that much better if we don't have to, right? Save a step in the process. And Now we're just going to flip that over. I'm just going to scooch it over a little bit. And now we'll just glue the end of that. And then you guessed it, time for a clothespin. Okay, so our bow is just about there. And this guy is probably just about there. So look how quickly this is coming together. So let's get our card base there. And we'll kind of situate how we want our recipe to go on there. So I think we'll just do something like this. Let's see, we could probably put our bow on. That piece is a little bit questionable. Let's let that stay on there a little longer. But it's gonna go right there. So we've got Hope Your Day is Simply Delicious. And then we've got this cute little sprig, which I thought was kind of fun. Did I do it this way or that way? I did it this way. I kind of liked the way it fit so that it's kind of on. So it's kind of incorporated into that circle. Does that make sense? We'll kind of let that flip over the top. Just kind of makes it look that much more viney. So we'll do something like that. I was thinking we would put the cake right on our pocket. I haven't decided which side. I think we'll do it on that side. Maybe put our flower there. Do we want it to go in that way or this way?
Like that way.
You like this way?
The other way.
This way.
The leaf pointing up.
Okay. And then we've got our strawberries that we can kind of figure out. So I think that's basically what we're going to do. Let's go ahead and assemble that. We can use, I think I'm going to use a foam square. I've got the mini foam squares. So I'm just going to put that right on my bow. And that'll make it poke up just a little bit more. And I'll put it just below the hole. So it kind of looks like it's in the hole still. Hopefully that doesn't cover our title too much. And now let's go ahead and get some adhesive on this. And we'll get this last strip on there. Okay, so let's make sure our sentiment is kind of straight, or as close as we can get it anyway. I don't know if you guys are challenged the way that I am with that. And then I kind of trying to decide if I want this up a little bit or no, I think we'll just let it stay flat. Okay, so let's get our pocket on there. In fact, for the pocket, I think I will glue it just so it's a little bit more secure. Again, using my Barely Art glue. And you know, you could do whatever on the front of this pocket. You don't have to have it be plain. I am going to have our little shortcake there, or whatever we're calling that. Our dessert, let's call it that, because that's kind of what this is the Strawberry Delight. I would call it just a dessert. I'm going to move that up if it'll let me, because I do think it's kind of covering the title more than I want it to. That's better. So we're going to put this here, but you know, you could use, let me show you really quick. Where did I put that? There's it. Okay, you could just put this much through your die cut machine on a different kind of paper and just do like a pattern paper on the front and have the back be different if you wanted to. Let's just use our easy tear tape for that. Does anybody have any questions so far? I'm kind of talking a lot, sorry. We'll go ahead and stick this on this side, kind of veering to the left. And then let's use one of these, maybe two of these, just so that it's kind of more stable. Give it a little bit of dimension. See, I like having a little bit of variation in the dimension of things on our page. Just makes it more interesting, don't you think? And then we'll put this one down with our tape and we'll add dimension to the other one. So let's see, where did I decide I wanted that? Maybe right there.
Michelle says it looks fantastic.
Oh, Michelle, thank you. All right, we will just add this last little guy. I think I might want him a little lower. No, I'm going back to what I had. And then lastly, I think we'll just add a few of these little enamel dots. And then I think we'll call it good. And I don't even think we need a lot of them. I'm just putting them mostly around the sentiment. Let's do another medium-sized one. Just over
Dawn
there.
said, love those strawberries.
Aren't these strawberries so fun, Donna? I love them too. I am loving this set. And I am loving this set. And I just think it's a fun one. What was that holding? Okay. So you can send your card, and then if you don't tape the tag to the envelope, then they can either take out the envelope. Yep, I put it right on that. Oh well. Or they can keep it together and just have the whole thing be their recipe card in a 6x6 album. Kind of fun, huh?
Brandon says, great card, love the strawberry theme.
Oh, thanks, Brandon. It was a fun one to make. Okay, I'm gonna go ahead and switch the camera. Hopefully it'll be correct. Okay. So. All right.
Dawn said, your coloring is amazing.
Oh, thank you so much. I had fun. I love tri-blend markers. They make coloring so easy. Definitely try them if you haven't tried them. And if you want to try alcohol markers, they're a great way to start. Yes, Donna, I think it's a fun way to share recipes too, especially where, like I want to send this to a friend who doesn't live nearby me, so I can't really send that friend the food itself. But even if you did, if you like, if you have somebody that you know who needs a meal, you know, sometimes people have illnesses or whatever. If you take over a meal, how fun to make a card with the recipe for something to give with it. I think it's a fun idea. All right. Thank you so much. I have a fun idea for you for next week. I have kind of something new that I think it's new to me, so it might be new to you. And we will try that next week. And like I said, I have more ideas than I do lives this month. Thank you so much. I hope you have a great week, and I will see you next week. Bye, guys.